Hotline. Welcome to the Hotline Show. The Herald Washington Post 1987 is live. I want to turn over to that fantastic commander. Bam.
Thank you, everybody. Good evening. I would like to welcome you to the Herald Washington American Legion Post 1987 Hotline. And we're waiting for our guests to appear, but without any ado, like I said, we know how to conduct the show until the person get here. But first thing, before we get any further, we'd like to reflect on this election that we just had. Because although this is a veteran show, we got to let the veterans know a big hooray. Because
we got 93.
We got 93 veterans.
93 veterans going to the Congress.
Men and women.
Woo, 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 woo!
Especially for the women. Congratulations.
Yes.
Long time overdue. And now, with the slate being such like that and their force and stuff, now maybe the veterans could get something done. Because we've been arguing, fighting, scratching and pulling and everything, and haven't been getting anywhere. But now, 97?
93.
93?
Yes.
Wow.
Now you got 93 in the House, and Tammy Duckworth went there a year ago.
Okay.
Okay, so we have 94 veterans in Congress.
That's a wonderful thing. Because
yes, it is.
We've been needing representation for quite a while.
Yes.
You know, we've been struggling. If you've been keeping up with this telecast, come in, caller.
Hey, Commander, how you doing?
Hey, all right. How you doing, Jack-o'-lantern?
I'm a little under the weather, but I want to call in to say hi and let y'all know I'm still thinking about y'all.
Well, we was thinking about you.
In a different way.
Yes. I thought we were going to see the CIA after you.
Hey, don't get nervous if the state police knock on your door. We're just making sure, you know, that you'll be all right. As they call them home check, they get ready to check your home, brother.
Good show.
All right, now, Jack. Say hello to the missus. You know, what we want you folks out there in television land to understand, we take our hats off to the young people. The young people, they got out and they showed out.
Yes, they did.
Yes, they did. And I tell you, the older generation, y'all didn't vote this time. Y'all did not vote this time. But you know what? We have a mixed bag. But the good thing is we have some check and balance now come January when they come to the Congress.
Oh, yes.
Now, on a local level, we have a new governor.
Amen.
And he got a voting majority, supermajority in both chambers. And we say to the governor-elect and to the folks in Springfield, we need some major changes in taxation in our state. And we know you can't just do it on your own, because we need a constitutional convention in the state of Illinois to get some of these things done. So, we're putting it out there on this show in our state to our veterans. We need a constitutional convention. We want to stop people and our veterans from losing their property through delinquent property taxes. There is a law that could be passed in Illinois where investors can no longer buy your property because of delinquent taxes. We need that law passed.
Yes, we do, because it's a shame. You go out and you put your life on the line for this country. Now that's a shame. You're putting your life on the line for this country, and then they come back and snatch it from you. The hard-earning,
That ain't right.
blood, sweat, and tears that you had done to get you a home.
That ain't right, Commander.
Something where you could call your very own, and then they come take it back. That's not right. Just because you delinquent, that's not right.
Another issue, Commander, we need to get the schools off the property tax system. If we get that done, that would cut everybody's mortgage down big time.
Oh, yes, it will.
Big time. Okay? And we want folks to understand, we don't need a property tax freeze. We need to overhaul the system. There are new ways to bring in much needed revenues to the state and our municipalities. Therefore, you can begin to liquidate the old antiquated property tax system. You know, Commander, when I'm not here, you know, I'm on the school board in Proviso.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at my book. My office was created in 1818 by the first General Assembly. That's who created my office back in 1818. And in 1819, Congress gave Illinois the land grant. And in that land grant, they was told this is how you fund education, through land. It's 2018, Commander. That system is 200 years old. That means it's outdated, it's antiquated, and it's time for something new.
Yes, it is. As they said, when it comes time for change, this is a modern society now. When it's time for changes and everything, just like they talk about the water system that we drinking and stuff like that. If you know we had those 18th century lead pipings and everything,
yes,
you know it's time to change.
Yes, it is. You know, Commander, you just touched on something about that water. Veterans, brothers and sisters out there, water should be free. Let me say that again. Water should be free. Now, if we have to have a special tax that take care of maintaining that system, that's one thing. But to continue to charge the municipalities for water, and then the municipality have to turn around and charge the citizens for water.
And tax on water.
And tax on water.
And tax on water. That's true.
That's crazy. These suburban communities are getting squeezed. The citizens of Chicago are beginning to get the squeeze, Commander, about this water.
Yes. And it's so abundant, but see the idea now, people just, politics and politicians, they just got too greedy.
Yes.
I wanted to say more than that, but we on there, and I can't say that because I've been got bleeped. but it's the idea, it's the thing that, you know, every time you look around, they try to tax us for sweetness, for the pops.
The sugar tax.
The sugar tax and everything like that. Every time you look around, it's tax for this, tax for that. They taxing us for parking in the park districts now, beaches and stuff like that. When is it enough? They already been hollering about the red camera, the red light cameras and stuff like that. Speed cameras. You know.
They need to get rid of all of that stuff, Commander.
And then the saddest thing about it is the lottery. Lottery was invented for us, for the school. School don't see that money anymore. Look at all the millions of dollars that they be pulling in. And so said, not just Illinois, but the city of Chicago pouring a lot of money to these lotteries. Whether it's Powerball or Mega, but nobody from the city ever win the big ones. And a lot of people, I hear a lot of people, especially my friends, they be hollering about, boycotting it. But if you boycotting it, like they said, if you don't play,
you can't win.
So, that's a catch 21 or 22, however you throw the
They
ball.
say 22. I don't know why 22.
It should be 21. Should be 1 to 20. But it's a situation that every time you look around, tax this, tax that. After a while, they may tax you for going to sleep. They're already trying to, this was just something that they put on the table about taxing your car, about how many miles that you could do within a city. But
I don't know who came up with that madness.
that was
That sounds like a lie.
yeah, but they wanted to try it.
No, that sounds like a lie.
Just to drive
Because
around in your city,
You
under
can
tax for the mileage.
First of all, we need JB and the House and the Senate in Springfield to go in here and do what Canada did and legalize marijuana or cannabis and tax it. That would bring in revenues. We need a casino in Chicago. That would bring in revenue. We need the financial transaction tax, better known as Wall Street. That would bring in revenue.
As the young people say, we need a Bob Marley tax.
Yes, Bob Marley tax. And, Commander, you got the capital gains tax. You got the internet tax. You got the sales tax.
You got
the value
hotel
added tax. Okay?
You got entertainment taxes. I'm tired of talking about taxes already.
But, Commander, once you introduce this new form of revenue, you can liquidate property taxes altogether.
It should be that easy, but it's not.
It's not, because, folks, we have to have a constitutional convention to make this happen. Springfield just can't pass a law, say we're going to do it. No, it's got to be a constitutional convention. Some of these items are very critical and crucial to the lifeline of the city of Chicago, our counties, and our state. Commander, did you know there's 102 counties in our state, 84 townships, and 7,000 units of government that's eating into your wallet? 7,000.
Yeah. I found out a while back, especially when they come down, when you buy the house and everything, the housing taxes, they don't tell you in the fine line. They always tell you, to read the fine print and stuff like that. I brought this up last year. Come here, caller.
Yes, and good evening. I have seen you many times before. This is the first time I ever called in, though. You're mentioning taxes. Well, listen, me, myself, I don't mind paying taxes. I mean, this is what we've been doing all our life. I cannot change it. But the problem that I will have with paying taxes, let it benefit us. Let it do something for us.
That's what we're talking about.
Listen, the Brown brothers back in the day, they the one that started our policy, and when they was making money, they was giving it into the neighborhood.
That's right.
And then the syndicate took it, and they wasn't giving it to nobody, and then the United States of America, they took over illegal gambling and turned it legal, and claim what they was going to do with it is always for the schools. But if it's for the schools, why are the schools always closing? There's not kids going to school, so the money's going somewhere.
Well,
but the point
caller, let me point this out to you. The Lottery was created for education. What happened was, first of all, you got to understand, there's the educational fund. That's right here. The lottery supposed to have been a supplement to the educational fund. What them folks did in Springfield was rob the educational fund, which depleted that fund and just wanted to rely only on the lottery. That was not right.
Well, again, I don't, we pay our taxes, and the only thing we want is to have things done right.
Right.
Like, again, I don't mind paying my taxes. This is my duty. This is my life. This is something that I'm supposed to do. And I'm grateful that I have the funds to pay my taxes. But again, it's old saying that they used to always say, kiss me before you do anything else.
Right.
So again, do something for me, for my money, and I don't mind. I really don't. So again, people need to understand, if we don't pay taxes, a lot of things that we got, we won't have. I mean, they could take the lights from the streets and then you're in the dark. Again, we must have taxes to live in this United States of America that we live in. But again, if we have to pay taxes so we could pay the soldiers to protect us, to lay in our bed safely. You gotta pay taxes. But again, you got people that don't want to make taxes. You said something about the car. Ronner was the one that made that statement that Pritzker was thinking about creating a tax for the cars to run up and down the street. Well, we know there was a bunch of mess. But again, people say anything. But again, it always goes back to the main thing. Do something for me. Kiss me, hug me, and I don't mind doing what I'd have to do for you. Listen, I want to thank you for taking the call. Let me get out the air so I can hear your response. And you have a great night and a safe night.
Yes,
All right,
thank you, sir.
Thank you, caller.
Let me say this. As citizens of this country and citizens of our state, a municipality is like a house. If your porch falls down, you need capital to fix the porch. In a municipality, you have sidewalks, you have streets,
You have garbage.
you have curbs and gutters, you have garbage, and all of this stuff have to be paid for. As citizens, that's part of our job. Now, there is new ways to raise revenue to pay for some of this stuff. And that's why when I listened to the commander a little while ago talking about young people voting, we got to get more young people in some of these positions because some of these folks that's been in office too damn long. It's time to wake up and realize you had your day.
Yes.
Who are you training?
No one, because I like to keep the money in my own pocket. But that's not right. Time brings on changes.
Yes.
As they say, modernization, we can't just be stuck in one period.
Yes.
We got to move on. Time waits for no one.
Yes.
Politics don't just sit for one person. Politics is supposed to be a representation for all. And as Carla was saying, I don't mind paying taxes. I know that's what we're here for, to pay taxes. But the idea, as you said, Carla, I want my taxes to work for me as well as for other people. I want to relax after paying taxes, but it's just excessive taxes that makes me mad.
Well, Commander, let me tell you something. Back in the 50s, the Good Government Group got together and came up with what they call the manager form of government. because they wanted experts, qualified people to run their municipalities. Now, here it is 2018. We gonna have to be the good government group. And there's a concept I want you to understand. Economic efficiency. We need economic efficiency. What does that mean? That means in our state, we have 7,000 units of government. And you take California. Isn't that the largest state in the union?
I thought it was Texas.
No, it's California.
I said Texas because they text us.
Okay. But the point is this. If California can have 4,300 units of government, why do we need 7,000?
To get more greed.
I rest my case. Brothers and sisters out there, and you vets, our guest is here. We're gonna take a little breather for 1 hot second and bring on our guests. I think this thing, oops, it's not working.
It's not working, but we're gonna do it like this.
We're gonna bring on our guest. She just got here. Dow Smith, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
And brothers and sisters out there in television land, this sister got a fantastic veteran village that she's been working on. And she's back, and we need you guys to support this venture. Dow, welcome to the show, my sister.
Thank you again.
And bring us up to date.
As he was telling you, my name is Dow Smith, and I work with all veterans, females and males, and their families. And what we are working on, trying to create a veteran village for veterans that need housing, and trying to create it on the south suburbs of Chicago. We are working with a difficult area right now that's not supporting us, but we are not standing down. We're going to work with the south suburbs until we get this village up for the veterans.
Now, how many units do you guys have already working where you have folks living in them already?
The total units that we have out in Four Heights is 96 units. But we only are working on one building, one bedroom buildings, and we have 4 veterans in that building already.
And what is the difficultiness that is being created by those folks in that area who, from what I heard, was working with you guys?
No, they are not working with us. It's the Village of Four Heights, the mayor and her trustees. The previous mayor gave us a support letter that he would work with us. And the new administration, they decided that they want the money to stay with them, and they can do the same thing what we're doing by creating houses for everybody. And as you know, Four Heights need work all over Four Heights, and the property that was donated to us, there's other properties where Four Heights can do whatever they would like to do to create income. Mm-hmm. I'm assuming that they think that income would not be coming from the veteran village, which it will be, because we have to pay taxes or either assessments. But like I said, we're still not standing down.
Well, and that's good. And we want the brothers and sisters out there in Fort Heights to understand that is a historical area.
Yes, it is.
Isn't that where the Underground Railroad went through?
Yes, it is. And they might not understand that, but most of all, we have people sleeping on the streets. I just had a young lady to call me day before yesterday. She was at the Jesse Brown Hospital. She needs a double lung transplant. She needs some place to stay. And I can't put her out there because if the village don't support that area, it's a waste of, her time. And I'm trying to find her someplace permanent to stay.
Well, what is... Times fly when you're having fun.
Yeah.
What is the Congressman Kelly doing?
They gave us a support letter.
Okay.
So she knows about the project and she supports the project.
Well, brothers and sisters out there in television land, when you're having fun, times fly. We got that cue. We want to thank the technician for working with us today.
We'll be back on the
Jack,
Okay.
get well soon. Down.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm glad you made it here.
Yes.
That traffic was horrendous.
Yes.
Until next time, remember, hotline, the Herald Washington Post, 1987. We'll be back.